how to use Orgone devices to neutralize EMF in all the chemtrails that we now so actively aware of. And I'm going to have some more handouts. I like giving stuff. You know, it's people can touch something. So here's a pouch with 3 different Orgone devices. I'll just show you real quick what they are. So when I talk about a tower buster, this is what we have. And one lady here also has one, which looks much nicer than this. So this is a very simple tower buster. It's actually kind of broken. So there's some sharp metal pieces sticking out because it didn't seal all the way. So just be careful when you're handling this. Okay, but this is a tower buster, number 1. And then there's some very beautiful ones. I'm sure you've seen these Orgone pyramids. Okay. Orgonite. Yeah, it's actually the same. Orgonite means simply that it's both artificial and natural material in the same thing. And then you also can have pendants that you can wear. So these are 3 things that
Orgone means what?
Orgone. It basically means it's the energy, it's the ether. People have called it different names. It's chi, it's prana, it's what Tesla tapped into with all his free energy devices. It's the universal energy that literally drives consciousness and everything out there in the universe and here as well. So if you guys want to hand these around so you guys can just feel and look at them. So I'm not unfortunately an expert on Orgone. I really hoped that my friend and Freedom Cell member Carlos, because he's the one that took this as his field of specialty. He knows a lot more about this, and we're going to start making these. And there's also 2 websites that I'm going to give you guys where you can get these for fairly cheap. I just literally had to learn this over the last 48 hours because, like I said, Carlos is our expert in that field. So I'll just read a summary of what it is, what it does, and how we can use it to not only defend ourselves, but to heal ourselves and to heal the earth. Okay, this is very exciting stuff. The only solution to ending the problems of geoengineering and electromagnetic pollution is to make and deploy Orgone energy devices. The smart grid and cell towers are a frequency fence to keep us in poor health, both mentally and physically, and to keep us in a lower vibrational state. There is no way we're going to accomplish anything without protest or appeal to business entities that call themselves government agencies. Action must be taken by neutralizing the sources of deadly energy with Orgone energy. Orgone energy was discovered by Dr. Wilhelm Reich in the 1930s when he measured a bioelectrical charge in his patients. This energy was previously known by other names such as prana or chi. Reich used this discovery to treat cancer with the Orgone accumulator and to promote rain in drought-stricken areas with an invention called the cloud buster. He found that what he termed DOR, or deadly Orgone radiation, was the cause of drought and air pollution. DOR is immobilized life force energy, or the opposite of Orgone, or OR. The major source of DOR today is the EMF from cell phone towers and our wireless devices. Nuclear radiation was a major source of DOR Reich encountered in his research in the desert. He discovered that by increasing the healthy Orgone energy in an organism or the environment, diseases could be cured and the earth could be healed. Reich's work was ridiculed and suppressed, as has been the work of any scientist studying free energy, non-physical phenomena, and UFO activity. He was jailed after years of persecution by the FDA over his work with Orgone energy. His laboratory was destroyed, his books were burned, and he died in jail in 1957. We are grateful to Dr. Reich for his discoveries, which already have and will continue to save many lives from the energetic and weather warfare which has been going on for longer than we know. The world is now ready for his ideas. How does Orgone or Orgonite work? Orgonite is made from quartz crystals, metal shavings, and a copper coil in a polyester resin. Any type of crystal can be used, but quartz is the most effective due to its piezoelectric properties, meaning its energy is amplified by putting pressure on it. When the resin catalyzes around the crystal, so what you're seeing is basically it's resin, right? So everything, all these stones and the copper coil, it's catalyzed, it's pressed into resin. The fine metal shavings amplify the energy, and the copper coil assists in the electromomentum and negatively ionizing properties of orgonite. Negative ions clean the air, create a relaxing environment, and promote the hydrogen bonding of water molecules for cloud formation and rainfall. Orgone energy is free and is perpetually generated. Orgone energy attenuates EMF, making it less disruptive to the body's bioenergetic process. Orgone energy changes this by negatively ionizing the atmosphere, which removes pollution and allows the hydrogen bond between water molecules to form clouds and rain. To see major weather changes and a reversal of geoengineering or weather modification, a much more widespread distribution is necessary. Okay? With about a dozen or so small pieces, which now we're talking about the small pieces, sort of the cloud buster, the tower buster that is going around, that are very easy to make. With about a dozen or so in your town, usually rough tower busters around 3 ounces each, you will see a significant cleaning of the sky, especially when they are placed near a major source of EMF, such as a cell tower. So again, I like to focus on solutions. And this is a very simple, relatively simple solution. And as Alcyon said, we're going to start having and hosting workshops. But if you want to get these now, here are 2 amazing websites that you can go on. And by the way, all this information I got from the first website that I'm going to give you. And it's called the, T-H-E, Chembow, C-H-E-M-B-O-W, thechembow.com. And this woman and her, I think, husband have been doing this since the early 2010s, and they've been putting Orgone devices all over California. All over California. So they're saying the only place it's missing is Sacramento, which they're starting this summer. And they're calling it Project Newsom.
Newsom.
They're calling it Project Newsom.
Make it go away.
Yeah.
It's not coming this time.
So, and this is what I forgot actually to ask you in the beginning. Think about, with all that we've seen that Robert has shown us and what you know from Elena, Freeman, Alana? Freeland. Sorry. And from all the other researchers out there about the chemtrails and the EMF and all the crap that we're being bombarded with. How amazing is your body?
Yeah.
You're still living, breathing, you're still thinking for yourself. You're still alive. You're still here. With everything that they've been doing to us. Isn't this amazing? Right?
Yeah.
And so, I'm not saying that this is it, but this is something we can use, okay? And yes, we have to detox, we have to cleanse, we have to do whatever we can. But this is just another puzzle piece, okay, to the solutions. So we have to use whatever we can, whatever, like I said, what we can do right now with what we have. Doing these things is very cheap. You can get these for like $4 a pop. If you make them yourself, it's going to be even cheaper. So if you want to have it for a cleansing effect, then you have to include some copper and some specific ingredients, which again, I'm not the expert on. I would refer that to Carlos.
How do you use it?
So how you use it is very simple. You can either place them in your house next to any source of EMF, so that's such as a Wi-Fi router, where you charge your phone at night, TV, whatever is electronic that is constantly plugged in, place one there, and then also bury them in your backyard. I'm going to put one on each corner of our property, okay? Because once you bury them in the ground, then you start activating the Earth's natural healing energy. So you're literally going to suck up the Orgone energy from the Earth and giving the Earth sort of an amplifier to heal itself. So it's going to create an energy bubble of this beautiful Orgone substance that whatever comes through it, I don't care if it's EMF or chemtrail, is going to be neutralized and transmuted, really. Anything that is not of nature, anything that is harmful to nature will be neutralized and transmuted into what is good for you and for the Earth. So thechembow.com, and then the other one is sacredintuitiveelements.com, and they have an Orgone Cloudbuster base kit, which is $450, but this thing is like these small things on steroids. This will cleanse up to, like, I think, 15 miles. It will create a huge Orgone bubble. that will cleanse the surrounding 15 miles or 20 miles, something. It's on the website. And I'm thinking about getting one. But it's called the Orgone Cloudbuster Base Kit. And it's basically, read the description because it's going to explain how it works. A base kit, and all you have to do is get 6 copper pipes, I think 2 by 6 or something like that. It's all there. But you place that, you place these 6 copper pipes into the base kit, and then it will do its magic. And it's without maintenance. I highly recommend check out the chembo.com because she's also going to tell you a lot about how it really works, and, you know, pictures. So when you sometimes see, we see the chem clouds, okay, but all of a sudden they disappear. Or there's one here, and then all of a sudden there's a hole in the sky, okay? So that's Orgone working. Under that hole is most likely an Orgone device of some form because it's sucking in the bad Orgone energy and it's replacing it with good one. Okay? So imagine if we put this all over, put it everywhere. Let's, you know, bury it everywhere.